Happy Friday, everyone. It is December 15th, 2023. My name is Kyle, and this is Maker Notes. And Mrs. Olson is wearing the Cuddle Cowl. It is a very quick pattern. I just wrote that to celebrate this new yarn. So the new yarn is from our friends at Earth Yarns, and it's called Lan Alpaca. This is what it looks like. It is a incredibly soft, super bulky boucle yarn that is all natural. So this yarn is 50% super baby alpaca, 50% merino wool. And if we had squish-o-vision, you'd be able to squish and squeeze this yarn. You would be in love with it as much as I am. It comes in a number of different colors. We brought in a variety of colors, and I'll show you what they are, to make the Cuddle Cowl, which is what that is. This is color travertine. You'll need two hanks to make this, and you'll have a little bit left over. But what does the Cuddle Cowl look like? So it is a kerchief style cowl. Toss that onto your neck. It is worked, throwing it all over the place. Begins here, increases in working flat and flat and flat until you get to a certain point. Then you join in the round, and then you work in garter stitch. So you're gonna knit around and purl around for a while until you get to the size it says to do, or you can go a little bit further if you want, and then just bind off, put it around your neck, and feel like you're getting a hug from your favorite blanket, as long as you want to wear it. So 2 hanks of it. Now through Sunday, which is the 17th, if you buy 2 or more of these hanks of Lan Alpaca, we're going to give you the Cuddle Cowl pattern as a gift. So we will put that in your Ravelry account in your library if you provide your Ravelry name. But if you don't use Ravelry, or if you don't have an account there, we will send the pattern to the email you use at checkout. So that pattern, again, 2 or more hanks of Lan Alpaca now through Sunday, and you get that pattern as a gift. There is a second pattern that's going to use, so here's the second color I'll show you. This is color Topaz, and Topaz is a lovely, lovely color. And just 1 hank of this, you'll be able to make this hat. So Anu designed this hat. This is called Frost Fall. It has a little tiny bit of 1x1 rib that happens to keep it from rolling. It keeps a nice, lovely shape. And then this is a bit of a slouchy hat. If you want it to be more not slouchy, less slouchy, then just reduce the amount of stitches here down a little. This is a free pattern. It is linked in our newsletter, and it's also on Ravelry as Frost Fall. So you can go download that. It is a wonderful, super quick gift. So both of these would make fast gifts for the upcoming Christmas holiday. A couple more colors here to show you if you'd like to see them. This is Amethyst. Amethyst is a beautiful deep purple. There's also 77 yards, I should just mention, in this 100-gram hank. This is Amethyst. So what do you do with the rest of it? Because once you've made the hat, or once you've made this with either 1 hank or 2, you're gonna have a little bit left over of the yarn. This is Moonstone. Moonstone is a beautiful gray color, and you can see that little black thread in there. There's a dark thread that is holding all the little fluffy bits together. The extra yardage left over, you could use it to trim, like make just the cuff of a hat, so you'd have a little fluffy edge of a hat. Probably make a really fluffy pom-pom, although I didn't try it. You could do on gauntlets or fingerless mitts. Maybe you just want to do a little fluffy cuff on there, or boot toppers. You could do just the edges of a scarf, like knit a couple rows for the beginning and end of a scarf. You could cast on and just do a little bit of a fluffy edge on either side of a cowl. So just a couple rounds, and then change to another yarn for the main part of the cowl, and then do those same number of rounds on the other edge of the cowl. Lots of things. Of course, you can also just use it as a ribbon and tie up your gift with a little bit of that fluffy yarn. Talking about all the things instead of showing you the things. This one, what color are you? Opal. Opal is a beautiful, sort of a light bluish color. Opal. What else does it say? Oh yeah, so they work Earth works with trees for the future. And so every hank of yarn, not just this yarn, but all of the unique fingering and harvest fingering and all the other yarns that they provide, they plant a tree in Africa for every hank of yarn that they sell or that we buy from them. The yarn itself, this yarn's made in Peru. What color are you? Oh, slate. Slate is very, very dark, dark gray. It's black, but it's super dark gray. That's slate. Then there's a really pretty red. This is garnet. And then the last one that we have available is cobalt. Cobalt's a lovely blue. If you wanted to do some kind of striping or some kind of thing, you could put a couple of these together and work some really wide stripes if you want to do something like that as well. But like I said, 2 hanks to make the cuddle cowl. 1 hank will make the frost fall hat. And that, those are the 2 patterns that we have for you to consider for this really lovely yarn. I anticipate that many or all of these colors are going to sell out pretty quick. When they do, we will move this to a pre-order and allow you to go ahead and order, and then we'll place our order through Earth, and hopefully the yarns that we're wanting will still be available. We'll get those out as quickly as they show up. So that is this wonderful yarn. Another thing that just showed up, sorry, it was way over there, is this great book. So this book is from one of my all-time favorite people. This is Kaffe Fassett. And so Kaffe and his partner, Brandon, did this behind the scenes book, and it's a very inspiring book. Less patterny and more inspiration. And it's all about their home in London. So you get to see, like, what does it look like inside this artist's home? And you'll see pattern after pattern after pattern, and so many stories. It is loosely divided into different sections, and so it is definitely a feast. There's a chair. I believe that it says the chair took me and my crew of 3 stitchers 3 months to complete. So Kaffe, along with 3 other people, made this chair. And there is the wonderful human himself. There's Kaffe knitting away. So if you would like a bit of inspiration, you just love having books about artists, this is a great one to have. So this is all about Kaffe Fassett in his studio in London, in his home, and definitely worth it if you're interested at all in color or want to be inspired. This is one for you. So grab that for your library. Another thing to talk about, the Burned Kessler knit along. So I got a number of emails from different people asking about being able to join this knit along. So the Advents are well in progress. Ours, which is the Holiday Memories one, is well in progress and totally sold out. And I don't have a way to extend those kits because it was just a finite number of kits with all the gifts and things that were made for them. But the Burned Kessler Advent is a kit that includes yarn that's from Garn Manufacturer, and we're going to be able to order more of those. So we're going to do that as a special order. The way we're going to do this is we will open them up. We've done that now through December 25th. So you have an opportunity to place your order. You can do that on our website. And then right after that, probably that Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll place our order to Garn Manufacturer. They will create those kits and get those sent out to us. And as soon as we have them, we'll be able to get those out to you. You'll get the pattern, of course, all of the days individually, as well as one large pattern. It is mosaic knitting. So for mosaic knitting, you need to be able to read a mosaic chart or have a general understanding of how to do that. Our blog, the Maker's Blog, has a information page about how to do mosaic knitting, and on the web page where we have the special order for this kit, there's a link and you can download a handout, and I think there's a video and all kinds of stuff that will help explain what mosaic knitting is and how easy it is to do. So if you'd like that, you want to play along, you like the idea of this fun patterning, then do that and get it ordered before or by December 25th. two other things in today's newsletter. One is our Got Wool bag. So if you would like a silly little sheep that's asking the ultimate question, these bags are printed and cut and sewn by us. This one has a gold zipper. These zippered pouches, these larger ones like this is big enough to hold a sheet of paper. So if you print your pattern, you want it to stay flat, you can keep it flat in this bag. There's a little bit of extra room in here as well. And yeah, so that will be a fun thing as a project bag. If you'd like to have a Got Wool bag, you can do that. And then the last thing, if you need a helping hand, then the helping hand markers are back. So these are from our friends from Firefly Notes. They are in Canada, and this has a fixed ring. So you see the little fixed ring down here, and then a lobster claw at the top. So if you need this to be a marking around and see how many, and you can take it off and move it, you can use the lobster claw side. Or if you need it as a stitch marker, you can use the fixed side. And this, I think it fits up to a size, I think it says a US 11. I'm not quite sure, I don't remember, but you'll see it on the product page. So that's it for this very long-winded Friday. So have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Remember to do something kind for yourself. Reach out to friends and family, as I always say, and I'll see you again on Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Bye.